everyone, welcome to my channel Stream Commerce. So today I'll be teaching material cost. So first let us understand what is material cost. Material cost is defined as cost of material of any nature used for the purpose of production of a product or a service. Material cost is the cost of material used to manufacture a product or provide a service. Material costs are of two types, that is direct material and indirect material. Direct materials are the materials whose cost can be attributed or allocated to a cost object, and indirect materials are the materials whose cost cannot be directly allocated or attributed to a particular cost object. Now let us understand what is material control. Material control is the safeguarding of company's property in the form of materials by a proper system of recording and also to maintain them at the optimum level considering operating requirements and financial resources of business. Material control involves the planning, organizing and controlling the receipt, issue and storage materials so as to achieve the objective of efficiency and economy. That is, material control refers to managerial activities relating to a given instructions or directions to ensure maintaining adequate quality and quantity of material for uninterrupted production process with the objective of minimizing the material cost per unit. Objectives of material control. First, to provide understocking. Understocking means when a company does not have enough inventory to keep up with the demand. Second, to avoid overstocking to reduce carrying cost. Overstocking refers to a company's over-ordering inventory and having too much of stocks. Third, to obtain material of the required quality at minimum cost for a reliable source, which means to purchase material of a good quality at minimum price. Fourth, to minimize the total cost, which means to reduce or lower the total cost of the material. Fifth, to avoid wastage and losses during storage and usage, which means to avoid wastages of material which leads to spoilage and losses. Sixth, to maintain proper and up-to-date records of inventory, which means to maintain correct and accurate current day records of the stock. Seventh, to provide the required information to the management for taking inventory decisions. That means to give proper and accurate information to the management regarding inventory decisions. Advantages of material control. First, it facilitates the smooth running of production by ensuring the supplies of materials of the right quality in the right quantities at the right time and at the right price, which means to ensure smooth production operation by facilitating regular and timely supply of materials. Second, it reduces the cost of buying by determining the economic ordering quantities. That means to minimize the cost of material purchasing. Third, it reduces the cost of storage by avoiding unnecessary holding up of stocks, which means it reduces the storage cost and increases the storing capacity. Fourth, it reduces the risk of loss of materials from pilferage, theft, damage, deterioration, etc. through proper storage. That means it helps to protect against theft, wastage, etc. Fifth, it provides prompt and correct information about the value of materials used in various departments. That means to to give proper and accurate information to the management regarding material stock decisions. Sixth, it ensures regular reporting to the management about the receipt, issue and stocks of materials and also about the spoiled items and obsolete stocks. That means it helps manager in decision making. Disadvantages of material control. First, it causes delay. In material costing, delays are caused due to many reasons, that is, budget inaccuracy, labor challenges, approval, lack of effective communication, poor weather, etc. Second, in centralized purchasing, branches at different places cannot take advantage of localized purchasing, which means that branches which are located at different places cannot purchase localized materials. Third, there can be chances of misunderstanding between the branches which requires the material and the purchasing department, with the result that wrong purchase of materials can be made. Hence, there can be misunderstanding between the company and the branches due to many factors. Fourth, it will lead to high initial cost. So, initial costs are those that are incurred during the design and construction process, which can include planning, preliminary engineering and project design. Fifth, it may lead to clerical error. That means it may make a mistake in copying or writing out about the material cost information. Sixth, comparison between one job and another job becomes difficult. Hence, it is not possible to compare between two companies. Seventh, for pricing a single requisition, more than one price have to be adopted. So, for pricing a material cost, more than one price has to be attributed or allocated. 8. The stock in hand is valued at price which doesn't reflect current market price. Consequently, closing stock will be understated or overstated in the balance sheet. That means if the ending inventory, which means the closing stock, will result into overstatement of gross margin, net income, current assets, etc.